need to leave. Well, this is something I don't understand. Well, it's absurd. Why are we getting involved in Ukraine?
There are friends, acquaintances who are there reporting that things are not as they are portrayed on Russian television.
The war must be stopped. All liberal provocations are just provocations. People are fine. Only military locations are being bombed.
Marina, let's go.
While they say, aren't you afraid? What should we be afraid of? Ukrainians are afraid of bullets and shelling. We have nothing to fear.
On the 24th of February, Putin announced the so-called special military operation on the territory of Ukraine. Everyone perceives this term in their own way. And today we will go to the streets of St. Petersburg to ask the residents and guests of the cultural capital what they think about everything that is happening. Have you heard about the situation with Ukraine? What is your opinion?
Yes, definitely. I've heard. I condemn it. I do not support it, no matter what they call it. It's war, aggression. I know a lot. I see those who watch our Russian television. Everyone watches and considers Ukraine an enemy. They believe all of it. They think that there are only banderites there. They don't understand that there are the same people there and support all this nonsense. Putin has achieved the unification of the Ukrainian people and a negative attitude towards Russian citizens.
I am against any violence, against us, ours, doesn't matter, just any.
Well, if Ukraine joins NATO, nuclear weapons are created. But that's a bad situation for Russia.
I have many close relatives and friends there, and some have been out of contact for several days. They just disappeared, not responding. That is, they are nowhere to be found. It is unknown how to contact them. And the only thing there is the penultimate, roughly speaking, farewell messages.
I want to believe that it will end soon, but considering how everything is developing, no, it seems to me that it won't be soon.
And what do you think?
I would like for all this to be resolved quickly, but it seems to me it won't be soon.
War is bad.
And how do you feel about what's happening?
Negatively. No need to fight, everyone should live in peace.
What do we think? We don't want war.
I just don't want war. Don't want war.
And what do you think? How can this be resolved or end now? What needs to happen?
I don't know, honestly. Hoping for something good. Of course, I want to hope, but it doesn't seem like it. Hopefully, the 90s don't return.
And a good one. In your understanding, what scenario is that now?
Yes, peace talks, resolving issues there. So now we are going to Kazan Cathedral to light a candle for all those guys who are fighting there.
A bad peace is better than a good war.
What do you think? When will this end? Will it be a prolonged conflict?
I think it will end when people realize the person opposite is not an enemy and that we are all people, brothers.
War is not a good thing at all. So it's a disaster, I think, for those people who are there.
And what do you think?
Lawlessness. We have nothing to do in Ukraine. Absolutely nothing to do.
Should we go out?
Well, of course, we need to leave. Well, this is something I don't understand. Well, it's absurd. Why are we getting involved in Ukraine? What has it done to us? Why?
What do you think needs to happen now for Russian troops to leave?
The Russians need to be removed somehow, probably, and the whole thing will end with Russia completely falling apart. What? Why? I am categorically against the invasion of Ukraine. There's nothing to do there, and that's it, and all sides. Everyone in St. Petersburg also holds this opinion. It's not just me.
Yeah, negatively. All of this is very wrong. Being in the 21st century, we should never resolve issues this way. But again, I believe this wouldn't happen. My belief was not confirmed as they still invaded there, even though it's called a military special operation.
Do you have any friends who support this special operation?
I don't know anyone like that.
And do any of you
There
have
are friends, acquaintances who are there reporting that things are not as they are portrayed on Russian television.
What do they say?
Well, I have a relative in the city of Sumy. They are scared. Honestly, they send me videos and accordingly audio messages where you can hear sirens, where you can hear all of this.
And they are direct witnesses of these events now. Of course, they are scared. How else could it be? It's unlikely you can understand it when someone conditionally comes to your home and just doesn't leave you there. I think it's very hard to endure, and I wish strength to every Ukrainian who is in this situation now. I hope this ends as soon as possible.
The war must be stopped.
And how can this be done now?
Withdraw the troops, that's all. How do you assess the likelihood of this?
Well, to be honest, I don't know, but I hope for negotiations soon. Well, it seems to me that this should all end as quickly as possible so that as few people as possible suffer.
Yes, we will overthrow the Nazis and our brothers will return to our fold and Russia will become great again.
And within what borders do you see this?
In general, Moldova, Ukraine, who else? Belarus. We need to bring everyone back.
It turns out the entire Eurasian Union and all the borders of the USSR, essentially like that, an empire, a new great empire, yes?
Do you have any acquaintances or relatives who are there now?
In Ukraine?
Yes, there is. Well, everything is quite normal. No one is bombing civilians. Everything is fine with people. All liberal provocations are just provocations. People are fine. Only military locations are being bombed.
Has their attitude towards Russia changed in any way?
They are very happy. They are very happy. They are satisfied and kind of waiting for reunification.
And you?
I have no comments on this matter. That's it. Especially since I don't know what channel you are and who you work for.
It's very terrible, of course. We absolutely don't want war. It's all very terrible, of course.
What do you think? How and when will this end?
Victory, victory.
Can you tell me, have you heard about the situation with Ukraine?
Heard.
What do you think?
Positive.
Positive? Tell me more.
It's very scary for everyone.
What consequences do you expect for Russia?
For an ordinary person, it will be difficult to live. And for Russia, well, the fates of ordinary people are decided by others. An ordinary person has no one to rely on but themselves. Society with difficulty understand what is happening.
I think not very well either.
Marina, let's go.
And who's there?
A huge crowd of police disembarked there.
Seriously? I haven't seen it. Crazy! They say a crowd of astronauts landed there. Apparently they're tying people up. Crazy!
Whose can we record here for now? Is it okay for you?
Well, keep an eye out, just in case. Hello? No, you don't want to? All right then. Share your opinion. Why did you come to the protest today?
We are against the war. I don't even know what else to share. Against what's happening, I was detained on the 4th, so I went out a second time after being released. I hope that Putin will resign, we will manage to push through, and this nightmare will end because he is already threatening with the red button. Nobody wants that.
What do you think?
The same way. I'm scared, I deeply sympathize, I worry for Ukraine and all those who have to go through this now, and I wouldn't want to be in their place, and we are doing everything possible that depends on us.
While they say, aren't you afraid? What should we be afraid of? Ukrainians are afraid of bullets and shelling. We have nothing to fear.
We tried to reach many times, changed routes, split into different groups, but in the end we were constantly caught and dispersed. After that we came together again out.
Did you reach Smolny?
No, we couldn't.
Were there a lot of police there, or did the crowd disperse? What happened?
Well, judging by the information I received, there were really fierce battles there.
And you, when you go to protest, tell us why. Why is it important to you? What result do you expect?
In fact, none, because most likely, in its current form, it will bring nothing. But my conscience will be clear.
Enough of dancing to America's tune. How is that? They dictate the conditions of our lives. How will we continue? It's fair that our president has now decided his own way.
And how do you see the resolution of the conflict? How will it end?
Well, I would really like for the negotiation table dialogue and for us to be together in the future. Ukraine, Russia, Belarus, all of us. And so that in the future, well, America understands that it should not dictate and impose only its own.
For Ukrainians, they are holding on. They are great. I believe in them. Everything will be fine for them. Uncle Volodya got caught in a bind, and well, he doesn't know how to give up. I mean, he can't just say like, "Oh, we changed our minds."
I have no words. We will win, of course.
Do you, support the Russian army, right?
Russia, yes.
Do you have maybe, I don't know, friends, relatives?
Of course, yes.
How do they feel from that side? How do they assess the situation?
Differently?
Could you share more details?
Are you asking us
Yes, yes.
We support and we don't care about their opinion.
For 8 years there was such a wound on the body between the two states, and this problem was not being resolved. But now our ruler decided to end it in not the most favorable way, and I think this could lead to quite catastrophic consequences. A country where the ruler has not changed for 20 years claims that he will bring democracy to a neighboring state where there were free elections and presidents changed several times.